All right, what's going on, y'all? We got a 1986 Monte Carlo SS today. This your first time here. We take you all around the vehicle, exterior, interior. We throw it on a rack so you can see underneath it, and we also take it on a test drive. So we try to show everything that we can on the vehicle. Obviously, if you're interested, you'll give us a call at 256-801-4409, and we can FaceTime and go more in depth if needed. So again, 86 Monte Carlo. Obviously, you got the maroon. Looks like at some point in time this car was repainted. I'm not sure along when. I can just tell by the gloss. And we got a new stripe kit all the way around. I can just tell by the vibrancy and everything. So also we got the raised white Cooper Cobra tires. They appear to be brand new. We'll check them once we get them on the rack. A couple imperfections here and there for sure. If you guys been following us, most of our Montes, they kind of hit into the mid 20 range normally. This one's a little bit cheaper at 20,500, and you'll kind of see why as we kind of go through it. Looks like the Ttops have seen some work to them. Somebody tried to put glue down some weather sealing instead of just replacing the metal work. Coming to the rear of the vehicle. Rear glass is solid. We don't have any cracks there or anything. This is why I was saying it looks like this has been resprayed at some point. We got a little bit of a solvent pop in there, here and there. And I can tell, like I said, this stripe kit is new. Bumper looks solid. I don't have any cracks or any, no cracks, stress fractures here. Again, this has been painted. That's normally black, so I can tell that as well. Down the driver's side. Front windshield, I don't have any cracks or rock chips here, so I think we're pretty good there. Is gonna need a new dash pad or a cap. We actually got a cap coming, so we're gonna put that on there. I was gonna save it for another one, but yeah, we'll put a cap on there. Again, this one, for what it is, it's a driver's car. We'll look at that the spoilers, front and rear, once we actually get it on the rack. Pop the hood. I believe this one has a 350 in it now, not the original 305. Looks like it's a new distributor, spark plug wires, power brakes, power steering. It's got a new compressor on it too, so and new AC line. So we are going to assume this has AC, which we'll check it once we do the test drive. I think this is probably a good one for somebody that's looking to build a Monte. Maybe you're going to paint it yourself. Maybe there we go. A little bit firm on this lock, but we got it. Trunk looks solid. Nothing here to really point out. Nice and empty, blank canvas. Getting to the interior, maroon interior. You do have some fade on the seats. If you guys ever had any Monte Carlo, especially Ttops, they are known for that. No rips or tears in these rear seats. Headliner looks solid. Being honest, I'll probably reupholster these seats. But like I said, it's a blank canvas for you. Power windows. We'll check all of that when we do the test drive. Like I said, we do have a dash cap coming, so we'll throw that on there. I'm sorry, we're not going to throw it on there. We'll throw it in the car, just in case if you're going to change anything on the interior, you'll have a new cap and you can paint it whatever color you want. So let me rephrase that. We won't paint it, but we'll put it in the car so that you'll have a new one. Driver's side. Do have a hole right here. And a couple is a little firm, so from the sun for sure. Odometer reads 29,686. Give me a second, we'll do this test drive. All right, y'all, we're gonna knock out this test drive in the Monte. Somebody left the AC on. We're gonna let it rock for a second to warm up. Mileage reads 29,686. Left turn, right turn, horn, driver window, passenger window, no wipers. Lights are on, I can see them here and off the car up there. Let's check this radio. I think this boy, there we go. Radio works. Turn that off. AC blows, not on the highest setting, second and third. Ice cold right here, just a little out of these vents, so, but definitely out the bottom. Let's see. I think that's it. Oh, let me see if I can turn this off. There we go. This 350 sound like it got a little cam in it. Not 100% sure though. Brakes decent. Hopefully nobody flip around this corner. Tank reads half a tank. You guys know if you watch the videos, I don't swear by those. You never know if it's accurate or not. So we put 20 in. Who knows from there? Speedometer is working, bouncing like they normally do in these G bodies. We'll see if the temp and stuff comes up. Make sure. I think I had it. I think I went too far in the gears. Went down to low gear. Let me see. Definitely holding that first gear for a minute. Pretty sure this oil pressure is not accurate, so I don't think that gauge is working. Volts appear to be working accurately. Voltage. Tach is not working. So, as I expect, honestly, with this vehicle, I think this is one for somebody that's looking to build one. You know, it's about 5,000–6,000 less than the previous two that we've had. Like I said, it's begging for digital dash, LS swap. Yeah, that first gear is definitely high. No belt squeal, no rattling. I don't hear the windows or anything. So, for what this car is, like I said, we've definitely had cleaner Monte Carlos. If you're looking for one that's turnkey, perfect, ready to ride, this one probably isn't for you, just being, you know, honest. If you're looking for one to put together to make your own, then this might be a good way to get in on a little cheaper side than what they normally cost. I'm gonna get back and wrap up this video.
All right, let's take a look up underneath this 86, I think it is, Chevy Monte Carlo. Again, you know, I touch a lot of cars, so I've got an 85 and 86 in the shop at the moment. Videos are shot out of sequence, so this is my first peek up underneath this car. If you can see right in there, right at the corner of this frame extension, you got some deterioration, but it is actually pretty nice and solid. Trunk support is in good shape. Exact same spot on the frame extension back here, all nice and rock. Oh, what is this, sand? All nice and rock solid here, but right there This can easily be patched in. I definitely wouldn't replace it. And honestly, I may get my welder to, if he's available, I may get him to spot that in. Again, this is my first inspection, first time being up under this vehicle, so bear with me. I'm making decisions as we go. Rear seat pan looks to be in good shape. Rear floor pans, passenger side, driver side. Who did the exhaust? We're gonna yank all this off. As a matter of fact, the mufflers are backward, so we'll get that off of there. And they're super close to the front. Nice frame going forward. '86 Chevy Monte Carlo SS.